Manners and respect to you guys. Manners and respect to all my viewers, all my subscribers. You know, everybody that keep coming back to watch the videos. Manners and respect to you guys. Today we'll be talking about location when you get set up to go on location, guys, or when you're selecting your gadgets to go out and do your videoing. These are just some of my stuff, guys, that I use when I'm going on location, guys. I've got some videoing stuff here, and I've got some I've got my chainsaw here. I've got a new garden tool, a new addition, guys, to my selection of garden tools. And I've got a cutting saw, which is a cordless, one of them cordless cutting saw, guys, that you can use for woodwork, carpentry work, like when you're cutting stuff. Yeah, you got the hand saw, but you know, this is a portable one, guys. Really good to have in your collection. But most important, guys, what I really want to talk to you guys about is dads, you know, fathers, you know, with your sons. You see what I mean? To get your sons prepared, you see what I mean, to use these equipments and tools from a young age. You see what I mean? If you introduce it to them, keep introducing it to them. And these selections of tools, this is just some of my selections of tool, guys, that I've selected to bring to you guys. There is a lot more to add, but I couldn't bring out everything because there's so much things to go through, guys, at the moment. So I've just got like a selection of stuff here today to go through it with you guys, okay? Because it's very, very important, guys, very important to have these equipments and gadgets and tools, you know, in your possession, and to also empower your families, you know, your sons and your daughters, you know, to use these gadgets and these tools, right? It can be a big advantage to their lives, and it can make a big difference into their future, just to get them to understand what these gadgets can do and what you can do with these tools when you have them. It's very, very important, because you can use them for yourself, and you can also use them when you're doing your work. You see what I mean? And you can be skilled up, and you can be properly, you know, knowledgeable with experience. You don't have to be qualified. But the most important, guys, right, dads and moms, is to get your sons and daughters familiarized with these gadgets and tools. Very, very important, right? And dads, you can get your sons started off with your toolbox, you know. I always say it's like a go-to toolbox that we go to when you want to do stuff around the house. Just basically, you've got a selection of tools, and it's very, very important, guys, to have the selection in your collection, right? And yeah, let's go. We're going to dive right into it. Let me just stretch for this one here, guys. First up, right, this is one of my new addition to my gardening stuff. Right, we're going to start on the gardening stuff first, right? And this is a new addition tool, farming tool, to my collection, guys. This one is it's got like a whole thing going on at one side, and you got a fork bit going on one side. Very, very handy tool, guys, and it's a new tool to my selection. This bit, which you know about the fork, you can dig it, you know, very short and handheld stuff that you can, you see what I mean, with the fork bit. And you got the whole bit here, which you can do stuff. This can do a lot of stuff as well. You can use it when you know, you don't want to have the big fork, so you can go down when you're doing like a small area in the garden or wherever you're doing your little planting or weeding up or whatever. But with the old bit, guys, you can use it to, you know, dig, and it can chop the roots. When you know, most time you dig in the ground and you're weeding up, you come across some of them big fat little roots underneath, which is very, very strong. And you know, you can use that to chop it up, this bit. So it's a very, very handy dandy tool, guys, right? And it's a new one to my collection, right? I just received this one. Very good, right? So that's the first one, guys. Here, right, we've got a cutting saw, right? It's very, right, it's very powerful, right? You've got like a battery that you can charge up, and it's portable, right? But it's very handy in everyday use, you know, for your carpentry, to cut stuff up very quickly. And yeah, very handy. But it's a good tool to have in your collection, guys, right? And it's a portable cutting saw. It comes with one of them things at the front that you basically just push it back like this and turn that at the head, and it releases that blade. And when you take it out, then when you want to put it back in, you just slide it back in, and then you tighten it here at that bit here to lock it in place, yeah? And it comes with that guard at the front here, so look at the shield. It's movable as well, but very good tool, guys. You know, I won't go in too much depth. I'm just showing you that you have a rough idea. And it's a portable, handheld cutting tool, guys. You can use it to cut wood. You can use it to cut into like drywall. You know, when you got like the drywall in the house and you're making a doorway, like a entrance, and it's all drywall or wood, you can go through the drywall and cut it with that bit. You can cut like pieces of stuff without using the power saw. Cause you got the power saw, and you got the hand saw, the manual hand saw that you cut with. But this one is make life a bit easier when you have it around. You know, you can do a lot of stuff with that, guys. Very useful. Okay, let's go. Let me just get up a bit and grab this one, guys. Okay, let me grab this one here. Now, that one is a handle grinder. It's also used with a battery. So that battery here on this one, guys, right, can just go straight on to that one, right? And as you can see, right, it's pretty much, you know, handy, and you've got a grinding disc in there that you can use to grind. You know, it's a handle grinder, very useful, portable as well, and make life so easy. You can cut metal with it. You can move it about without having a cord, you know, bugging you all over. You have to bring like current. If you ain't got the current, you can go in certain places where you ain't got like the current, and it's easy to go in some little places where you ain't got like a power supply. So this is portable and really good to do a lot of stuff around the house and even on the job. So very useful, guys. Handle grinder, right? Let's go. We've got more to go through, guys. Okay. So this is my trusted chainsaw, right? I won't lift it up because it's that heavy. Well, I should. Let me lift it up and show you. Let me lift it up and show you. Right. That's my chainsaw, right? And it's a 18 inch blade, right? It's really good, guys, really good to have in your selection. A lot of you might have a wide knowledge of the chainsaw already, you know what the chainsaw can do, but this chainsaw can do a lot of stuff. The same cutting mechanism that this one, or the capability that these cutting things have, you can also use this to do a lot of stuff. Cut wood, trees, you know, logs, and you can also use it to cut a lot of material, guys, a lot of material, you know, wood-based stuff. You won't use it to cut anything but wood, right? Mostly wood stuff, thing that ain't gonna damage the blade, but really good to have in your collection, guys. A chainsaw, you know, you can work wonders with this chainsaw. You know, a lot of you guys got like farm or woodland, or you see what I mean, very vegetate, you know, like trees, you know, when the trees grow up, you know, holding for branches and you see what I mean, overgrown stuff. You can use the chainsaw to, you know, manage that. You cut it down and keep a control on the growth of the trees, and you can use it to prune it up and clean it up nicely. But most important, to have it in your collection, guys. That's the most important, to have it in your collection. And yeah, this one is it's a steel, right? It's a steel chainsaw, right? Yeah, man. Okay, guys, let's go. Right, here, guys, we've got a set of gloves, right? And this gloves is a very important set of gloves, guys. Very inside, it's got these rubber inside, very thick padded, you know, rubber on the inside. And it's very important, guys, because I know a lot of you guys, you know, maybe you're not aware, but when you're using these power tools, especially the like the chainsaw, or maybe your weed whacker, like the weed whacker, right? It's very important to have these vibration protection gloves. This gloves is a very it's very important for you guys and your hands, because when you using the chainsaw, right, it vibrates in your hand, and over time, if you ain't got the proper protection, right, and that's why I should tell you from, you know, it's very important with these protection when you're using these machinery, right, to have the proper protection. Yeah, so when you're using it, guys, it's vibrating your hand, you know. So over time, if you don't got the proper gloves and you're just using your bare hands, it's gonna hurt your hands, and after a while you're gonna feel like your hands is stiff. You get like the pain in your hands, and you get a bit of stiffness, you know, like you got like an arthritis pain in your hand. So over time it's going to damage you. You're going to damage yourselves, guys. You're going to damage your hands. if you don't use the gloves. So this vibration gloves protection, it protect your hand. It's a vibration protection gloves for vibrating equipments, especially like the chainsaw and your weed whacker, right? Very, very important to have it in your collection. Very, very important. I can't stress enough, guys. Get it. You must have a vibration protection gloves, right? And when you're using the weed whacker, ears protection and eyes protection, guys. Very, very important, because I'm going to put this on just to show you. It might look like, you know, it's an all-rounder. I can use it when I'm out, you know, as a, you know, when I'm out like clubbing and stuff, because it's very nice and, you know, very, you know, spacious looking glass. And it also is a protection glass, guys, right? This one here. I've got them in all size and shape, you know, which I love. I keep them close, very close. You know, I love my glasses. But it's not for fashion. Well, this one here, it is. It can use for fashion, and it can use for when you're working as well, to protect your eyes, because it also comes with the side as well, that protect the side here and the front, and it's a deep cut. It's got the, if you can see here, it's got like the deep mechanism, guys, right, which you can, you know, it cover over your eyes as well. So when it's on your face, when you put it on your face, it's got that lip over here that come off it, that protect underneath. Anything can fly under, or it can't fly over, and it can't fly from the sides. Well protected. So the side is protected, the top is protected over here, and underneath is protected, guys, because it's got that little, you know, a mechanism coming off it. So it's protect under the eyes. That means little particles can't fly underneath, or anything can fly over, or nothing can fly from the sides, both right and left. Well protected on the eyes. Let me show you. Right, and it's a beautiful looking glass, you know, very elegant and nice. You know, you wouldn't even know if I didn't tell you that it's a safety glass. Okay, guys? Okay. And yeah, I've got one more piece, which is a box of nails, guys, which yeah, I just add that in because it's good to have like nails around the house, you know, in different sizes. So when you go to your hardware shop, you can buy like if you find like a multi-pack like that with different type of nails, 2-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch nails, you can buy it, you know, because you've got like a wide variety of nails at home to choose from, rather than you need it and you have to run to your neighbors, or you have to run to the hardware shop to get it. You have it at home. So most time you can purchase these stuff when you go on your shopping. Maybe you want to buy like your normal house shopping, but you come across these sort of stuff, grab it, put it into your collection, guys, because I'm empowering you guys to just plan ahead and be mindful on the stuff that you want, and don't wait till the last minute. You don't have it and you're running around to get it. Okay, but most important, all this is to make sure that you have these stuff at home. You can teach your sons and your daughters to use these equipment from a young age, and get them really skilled up, right? And to make them got like a wide knowledge of experience of using all these stuff from a young age. Very, very, very important, guys. Very, very important to do that, right? Okay, let's go, move on. We're going to talk about, and before I go any further, this selection here is not all the selection I want to talk to you guys about, right? There is the hammer, which is a hammer to nail nails that need to go on here, which I didn't put on here. There is a cutting saw, which is the manual cutting saw that I didn't put on here. There's a tape measure, which you need to have. Tape measure is what you use to measure the length of anything that you cut in, maybe a piece of wood a piece of metal. So a tape measure is very important to have in your collection as well. A measuring tape and a level, right? A level is something that you put to make sure that if you can see this table, right? Just imagine it's tilt to one angle. This side is up in the air while that side is down. It's not leveled. But what the level does, when you put it on the table, it will tell you that the table is not leveled, right? So the level is really good to have, guys. And as I said, I'm just talking to you guys about the stuff that it's not here, but you're going to see it at some point, because we're going to go in depth, or we're going to go in more details at some point about the rest of the stuff as we go along. It's a wide range of tools, guys, and I can't have everything out here on display. Okay, so we're just going to go through some of the stuff, and I'll talk you through it as we go. Another piece of tool that I need to talk to you about from this side here is so I don't have the tape measure here at hand. I've got it in my tool bag, and my tool bag is not here at the moment. That's why I didn't show you my level and my measuring tape. But this one here is it's a digital one, guys. It's a digital tape measuring device, one of my gadget ones, okay? But the reason why I put it over there is because it's in the gadget stuff. But I'm going to go through it with you. This bit here, right, it's a measuring digital, something like a tape measure, but this is a digital one, guys, right? So what this does, you turn it on from the red one, you hold it for like a few seconds and it turns itself on, right? And then when it turns itself on, guys, right, you then select it on the unit that you want, maybe for metric, or say, you know, when you got like the feet, in feet, or in the metric system, right? So let me see here, hold on before I go any further. I want to get the right thing for you. Yeah. So yeah, that's when you change it like a manual, so you can select it to the type of measurement or the type of reading that you can understand. Okay, that one. So you hold it. Say for instance you stand here, and I want to point, say from where I'm sitting here to, say for instance where my camera is there. I'll point it on the camera from where I'm standing right here, exactly where you want it to be. Say for instance I want it to start from the tip of this bit here. I'll hold it at the tip here, right at the tip of my chair here. I'll hold it there, and then I'll press straight onto the camera stand. So it will beam like a laser beam straight onto it, and as soon as it hit it, guys, it give me the reading on my screen. Very accurate and very good. So this one is when you don't want to really use that. The tape measure is one of the system that we use, but you have to pull it out and measure it. And sometimes the tape measure, you have to have somebody to hold it if you're measuring, say, about 15 feet or 20 feet, you know, because it's a bit metal and it's very soft. So when you open it, you know, if you ain't got two person, it's a bit, yeah, not really good to angle. You have to go and hook it on something and then make sure it's hooked, and then you can do it yourself. If you ain't got somebody, you have to like, yeah, try your best with it and then get your reading that way. But this one, you just point it, guys. When it hit the target where you want it to go, it will give you the measurement in real time on your screen here. Very accurate. Boom, done. Very good piece of gadget to have in your arsenal, and that's a digital tape measure, guys. And that add to this bit over here, part of that collection. Very good to have. Okay, so let's go to my tech stuff, you know, my gadgets, where when I'm on location, what I use, guys. This is just a selection of things that I use to do my shooting when I'm out, you know, doing my videoing, guys, you know, for you guys. This is just some of my gadgets and stuff that I use. Okay, so let's go through it as we speak. Right, here we have a DJI mic, cordless DJI mic, right? Very handy. It comes with 2 mics, right? As you can see, I've got one here on my thingy, and it comes with a receiver, which the receiver is connected to my phone, because I'm using my phone at the minute to do this recording, right? I'm using my phone to do this recording, guys. But that's the DJI mic, right? And that's the case that it comes with. That case is a charging brick as well, where we can use like a Type-C in the back. So when I'm not using it, guys, I'll put my mics and my receiver back in, and that will charge it up from the actual case, right? It will charge it. So yeah, and when it's dead, you can charge it from here. But the box itself, the case itself, you can just put the receiver and the mic in, and you can charge it from that bit. Very good, guys, very good to have, you know, make life so easy. And when you're out doing your videoing, you can execute the quality good. And it comes with these wind protection muffs that fit a bit here that you can see. Yeah, so that make you know, when you're talking, the wind, right? If I take it off now, you hear a bit of muffling sound in the actual sound when I'm talking, because the wind is blowing. You can hear it, and it's not really good, guys. You know, that's really a disturbance when you're doing a video. So if you can get these sort of mics, or even if you can't afford the DJI one because they're very expensive, you got loads of mics, click mics on the market now, guys, what you can get to do the same thing, you know, noise cancellation, you know, the works. Most of the mics now can do that, or have the capabilities to do the noise cancelling, that you can, yeah, get a nice audio when you're out doing your recording, guys. Very, very, very important to have in your collection when you're out on location or when you're doing your videoing, guys. Okay, that's your DJI portable mics, and there is 2 mics in there and 1 receiver. It comes with a Type-C to go in your phone, and it comes with a iPhone connection that you can change around from the Type-C and plug it in the iPhone as well. So this DJI can work on the iPhone and the Android with the Type-C jack. Okay, guys? Okay, let's go, guys. We're doing it today. One more. Right, okay. So here we have a charging brick, right? Very handy charging brick, right? And this charging brick is a 2000 milliamp charging brick. You know, can charge your phone a couple of times over, and you still got charge in there. Very powerful stuff, right? And it comes with a normal charging port for your phone. This one is the normal one that you can charge up your phone with, guys. As you can see, right, this is just a normal charging port, guys, right, for most of the phones. And it comes with, around the back here, also comes with the Type-C, guys. So we've got a Type-C charging point there, okay, and we've got a iPhone charging point here for the iPhone, right? And we also got a like a USB type of system going there to charge, like, you know, a device that can take maybe a USB charging thing there going on as well. So for instance, I think, you know, you can use that to charge a laptop, guys. So for instance, if your laptop is dead, right, because it's that powerful, this charging bar here, you know, it's very powerful, 2000 milliamp. So that can go inside your USB port, and you know, that can give you some charging in your laptop. It also comes with a USB input that you can put your USB things in here, and you can charge up anything really. For instance, if I got the cable for my charging brick and this one ain't working or something like that, I can stick like a lead into here, the USB end into here, and the Type-C end going that bit. So, you know, it's really handy, guys. And this is the macro input as well that can go in here. It says in there macro, yeah. So it can go in there as well, guys, and that's a Type-C. So the Type-C end is over this side, the macro end is over this side, and the USB is in the middle. Very handy power bank to have, guys, when you're out, because your phone, you know, you can have your phone out there, your phone going dead. This can give you a whole heap of charge when you're out on location. So you need that, you know, and this is part of my setup when I'm going out, when I'm leaving out the house to go in any location, or to do my videos outdoors. I have a power bank, 2000 milliamp power bank, you know. Yeah, and you can get more powerful one than that, but it's just a start to have. You can do a whole heap of charging when you're out to that. That can save you when you're on location, guys. Okay, guys. So let's go. Right. So we've done the power banks. And we've done the mic. Right. So we're gonna go on the power bank for, that's the power bank here. That's another power bank as well, guys. That's for the drone, my DJI drone. Right, that's my DJI 3 there, right? And that's the combo, you know. That's the, well, I bought the combo, so the combo come with the charging brick with 3 batteries, you know, 250 grams, right? Or 249 grams here. So you don't need, well, you do need some permission to fly, or get some sort of signed up, even though you have the 250, depending on where you are. But for the most part, you can fly your drone without certain restriction, right? On it when you got the 250. It give you more flexible ability to fly the drone because it's under 250. This is really good to have, you know. Very good, guys. I can't do without my drone, you know. Very useful piece of kit to have in your collection when you're doing video and yeah, you're making content. Very good, guys, right? Very good. I won't, well, just let me go on the drone because I've done the battery, so I'll talk you through the drone. The DJI drone here, as you can see here on the table, it's a very special piece of kit to have in your production, you know, when you're doing any sort of production, any sort of making content. Very useful to have in any shape or form. And even if you're not making content to go on for the internet or wherever, you can use it in like for businesses, to advertise businesses. You can take aerial shots for certain business, and if you can fly your drone really good, right, it's also a business in itself, right? You can do that as a profession on itself, on its own, right? Which you can go to companies if you're that good of a flyer. You've got the right credentials. Everything is up to par that you need to have when you're doing that sort of work for companies or businesses to advertise their businesses from an aerial standpoint, where you can get aerial shots, or you can get just shots off maybe equipment moving around, certain logistics of the business. You can use that to capture it while they're doing it. So it's very, very, very important to have, guys, and learn how to use the DJI drone, guys. Very, very useful, very, very useful, you know, because that's an all-rounder, you know, where you can use it in all fields and in everyday lives, and you can implement it in everything, really, the drone. So it's really one to have and learn how to use it, guys. Okay, let's move on to, and let's move on to my that's my 2.7K camera, right? It's a small 2.7K camera, this one here, guys, right? Hold on. So this one, which is my 2.7 camera, guys, it's a small recorder, right? High definition, 200 and hold on, high definition, sorry, my bad. It is a 36.0 megapixel still image and video. Okay, it's a, where is it, 16 times zoom, digital zoom. Okay, so it's a 16x digital zoom on here, which and a 36.0 megapixel, and the IPS is 3.0, yeah, and the UHD 2.7K, which it's like it's not like a 4K, but 2.7K, right? Really good. And this one, guys, is one of me. Well, I love this camera, right? It's a small camcorder, but I love it. I really love it. And one of the capabilities this one have, guys, right? It's a very unique capability that this one have. This one comes with a night vision, right? Which is priceless. And even if it can't do anything else, even if the video quality is crap, even if the sound is crap, I've got a shotgun type of mic on here, like, you know, one of them ones, like a directional mic on here. I took the feather duster off, which is the spongy bit. I took it off here. But guys, this camera is next to none, right? It's a beautiful piece of kit, right? And it comes with a night vision capability, guys, which is really priceless. I can go in the pitch dark, right, and I can take videos with that, and you can see me in the dark really good, you know. So I use that one for my night vision shots, yeah, and only for night vision shots, because I've got more capable stuff to do the high definition things, the more quality stuff with the more bigger units that I have. This is just one of my smaller units, which, you know, I'm showing you guys because it's part of my setup, you know, in my collection, right? That's one of my cameras that I have. Yeah, okay, good. So let's go. I'm gonna go through this one, which is the GoPro, Right, this is my GoPro 9, guys. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. A lot of people use, you know, the latest, the GoPro 10, 11 and 12 and so forth, going up, you know, until you know, a lot of people got the latest one, which is really good. But this GoPro 9, guys, I'm telling you, it's the boss. I love it. And one of my capabilities, or one of my specialty using gadget, one of my specialty using gadget, which separate myself from a lot of people, I learn how to use any gadget I put my hands on to a T, right? And when I say a T, any gadget I put my hands on, I learn how to use it, you know, 150% really well. So ins and outs, I can do stuff with gadgets that a lot of people can't, and it's just because of the depths that I go to use these gadgets. So when you see people using, like, say for instance, a GoPro 10 and a GoPro 11 or GoPro 12 or upwards, you know, in the GoPros, it's not saying that they can do better. Maybe you got more features on the latest one. Yes, it might got later features and stuff, but I guarantee you I can use this GoPro 9 and get the same quality that everybody's getting with the latest gadget, guys, because of my knowledge with gadgets and working with these equipments, guys. You know, really, really good. Come with a stabilizer system, you know, come with it packed full with a lot of features, you know. You can balance out your rising. That means when you use your camera and say for instance you're looking in the distance on, like, maybe the skyline with a mountain in the back, right? When you shift your camera like that 9 out of 10 times, it moves like that, right? But with the stabilization of the balance out the horizon, the function that comes in here, when you turn it on, you turn your camera like that and it keep it level, guys. So the horizon don't move, so you can get the shot. Yeah, you can get the shot. But I won't go through it in depths with the settings and all that today. You know, I'll leave that for another time. Today is just about telling you about the gadgets that you should have in your collection and basically learn how to use them. But these gadgets, everything I'm showing you now is a game changer, guys. Once you know how to use them, right, and implement the skills into your work or what you're doing, it's a game changer, guys. I'm telling you, make everything different, right? Yeah, it changes everything, guys, right? Okay, now this is one of my new addition, but I'm using it, you know, like every day, all day. It's one of them swivel arm thing, like the DJI arm. It's what I mean, that swivels, right? So it's really, 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 really handy, guys. Yeah, really, really handy, right? This one here, you turn it on like so, a long press and release, and you see it start doing its thing, right? But yeah, I ain't got my phone. Well, hold on, I think I got my phone here. Let me show you. Right, I just put my phone in just to give you a quick demonstration on the on how it works, right? So if I turn it back off and then put it back on, right, you see it balance out itself, guys. So now look at that, guys. You see how it's moving, right? This is how this one is a game changer, right? So look at that, guys. I'm moving it, you see, and that's the button on here. But rather than you moving your hands like that, you can do that with the gimbal, remotely, right? And it can do all sorts of stuff. You see what I mean? You can flick it up, flick it down, right? Look, you see? And you can go up in the air with it. You can come back down. You can swivel it to the side, yeah? And you can also go in your, that's when you're taking your shots. So look, you see, press it double tap and it go in that position to take the upright pictures. That's for your shots, right? And that's for your videos, for your YouTube, your long videos for your YouTube. So you see, do it again, yeah, and do it again, right? So that's a game changer, guys. Yeah, and you can get most of these you know, on the market, you know, pick them up for different pricing, you know, as you go along. Depends on what your budget is, guys, right? Depends on what your budget is, right? You can pick one of these up, but it's a game changer. It's something good to have in your collection. It make life so easy, right? This one, make life so easy, right? Really, really make life so easy, guys. This one, okay? I'll go through it some more with you, but yeah, this one is really a game changer. You see what I mean? You see, when you see some of the guys then doing some shots where they hold the cameras on and they're doing panning it like that and pulling it back, pushing it forward and pushing it back. That's the gadget, because it also comes with a screw-off bit underneath here, right, that you can take off, and you can put a long pole connected to that, which like my tripod ones, right? My camera is on one of the tripods that you can screw underneath here, and you have a longer reach, so you can basically do push and pull shots. You see what I mean? For instance, say you got like a car, right, and you wind the window down on like a motor vehicle and you're in the front. I can use the long arm and I can push it in there like that, and I can pull it out. So when you see that footage, it looks like something is coming through the car, right, and it's moving through the car, like for instance like a drone, right, like say them FPV drones, the ones them little small fast drones that they use to fly through stuff, and you know, you can mimic that same shot by doing that through with this arm. You can do a lot of stuff with this arm, guys, and you can move around, and because it swivels on automatically and you can remotely move it like that, you can pan around and you can move it in the swivel around on your subject or when you're filming and stuff, and you get some really cool shots, guys, when you're using that. Okay, let's go now. This arm here, most of these arms, guys, is basically to give you more control and balance when you're filming on the hand, right? This one here, right, give you more control over the when you're filming, more control. So you will have the same thing as that one that I just showed you, but this one it don't moves in the swivel like that one does. You know, this one is pretty much stationary. You can move it on your hands like that, with your hands, like put it in the position that you want. That's the position when you're taking that photo, that video or picture, you know, in the upright, you know. And when you're doing it for YouTube, the longer videos, you can do it like that, but you spin it with your hands, you know. It comes with a remote, which you can move the remote here, so you can put it, for instance, to stand up, could come with the legs, so you can pull it out like that, right, and you can basically put it to stand up in a stationary position and use the remote to take like a picture, right, or to start the video or to stop the video from the remote. Okay, so yeah, that's a short one, and it's not very tall. You know, it's one of them tripod that you can put on like a table. You know, it's not really tall. That's as far as it extends, guys, to that height. You know, that's as far as it extends out to that height, guys. Yeah, but it's really handy because you can place it in some places that you you know, close to your subject, maybe on a table, on a ledge, you know, anything that you can stick it perfectly on to stand up, it can go there, and it can do your video in same way like anything else, in a stationary position, standing up. Okay. Now, this little baby here, I love it, right? I love this one, guys. It comes with a clip at the back, which you can extend out here, right? That clip, come with that clip here, that you can clip it to the, in your car, on a ledge. You can swivel it like so, to get it in the same position as them, the side way, or you can turn it up with the phone in there. Let me show you. Let me demonstrate and show you guys. I love to demonstrate and show you, right? For instance, like that, guys, right? So if I put it on the table, I'm going to put it on the table now, guys, like so, and show you. Look at that, right? It's standing on its own on the table. So I could be in front of that shot now and projecting back on myself, or I can place it in a fixed position and take the shot from the front camera. So whichever camera, front or back camera I'm using, I can still use that, place it on a table or on a steady surface, and I can do stuff. Also, I can hook it on here. So if I hooked it on here like so, look guys, it's hooked. It's properly hooked underneath the table. So that won't fall or go anywhere. So with that hooked now, I can lift it up because it still can move in that position, right? It can move forward. I can move it backward, so I can lay it flat, right? I can lay it flat. So you can do a lot of stuff, and it still can turn, guys, like swivel to the right and left. So even though it's fixed on the table, it's still removable. And this is a game changer. As simple as you see it, it's a game changer, because most of the shots where you see most of them guys are doing, right, you know, it can swivel like that. It can swivel to your left. It can turn like that to the left, to the right over there, and turn to my, well, yes, to my right here, and to the left over there. It can swivel that side and side. Sorry, guys. Okay, yeah. So let me take it back off the table. So as you can see, right, you just seen, right, and it's, you see, guys, it's very hard to come off, you know. That's how firm it is. Yeah. So you know it won't fall off when you place it somewhere safe, because that's what you want when you place your phone or anything in these holders, to make sure it's clipped on safely and it holds your phone safely, that it don't drop and crack or fall, and it's pretty protected in any way you clipped it. So with that clip device, you can place this one here, right? And let me take my phone back off it now. So I took my phone out, you just press the side and it releases it. Okay, guys? And it's a handy little gadget, you know, very, very handy, guys. And that one you can place, and you over, when you're in your car, you can place it directly in front of the steering wheel, over where you got like your speedometer and everything. You can push it underneath there and hold it in front where your steering wheel in the car is, and you can do your videoing while you're driving. You can spin it around like so, and you can look on the road while you're driving. You can see the road, and you get a nice video, guys, because 9 out of 10 times I see you got some of the guys videoing in the car, and you can see the bonnet, the car bonnet. You can see piece of the car, you can see, but with this gadget, you can place it and you can basically just capture the road, you know, the view of the road, and it's really good when you have that. You know, it's a game changer. I know a lot of the holding device, like to hold your phone or your camera stuff, most of them devices, you know, a lot of them is out there that you can stick on the mirror as well. That does the same thing. But I'm just showing you what I use to execute my location shots when I'm out, guys, doing my videoing. You see what I mean? So yeah, that's a wide selection, guys. And also I also use my binoculars when I'm out, because sometime I might be in certain places, some remote places, whereby, you know, I need the extra eyes. So I will have a look, see where I'm at, you know, check my surroundings, look on the horizon, look on certain places, you know, just by having it. It does make a difference to me, because I'm an outdoor person and I'm really adventurous person when I'm out. You know, I always prepare myself with everything that I need when I'm outdoors to see. Just imagine you're out and you're in like a remote place, and you're trying to look over on certain in a distance, and you can't really see properly, and you want to get over there, but you can't even check the path, or even look if there's a path, or look if there's any path there to get to that remote spot that you're looking in the distance away. You can use the binoculars. You know, you can use the binoculars and have a look in the distance and see, you know, make life easy. I've got more stuff that I've got the single one as well, that I can look through the single ones. And the drone can do the same thing. If you need to do something like that, you could send your drone up, you could fly it in the distance to check the perimeter and look around with your drone. And then when you've seen what you need to see, and yeah, you bring your drone back, it can do the same thing. And the drone is even more effective to do that sort of work, because the drone can actually go straight to the source, or the point, to that point that you need to have a look at. It can give you in real time the video image of the spot that you want to, when you fly your drone and you're actually over the location. And you can actually see with the drone. So the drone is pretty much better to use than the binoculars. But the binoculars is when you don't want to send the drone up, if you ain't got the drone and you got your binoculars additional, just to have a location. It's not a must, but it's good to have when you're out. I always prepare myself, guys, always prepare myself when I'm out doing them sort of stuff. Extra batteries, I've got 3 charging bricks, you know, I've got 2 charging, or 3, 1, 2, 3, because this can do charging for any device, that can do the charging, which is a charging brick, and the drone, the DJI drone brick, charging brick, can do that same thing as well. Because if I show you the DJI brick charger, or this charging box for the batteries, comes with the output for the USB. So it's a USB output cable, can connect to that and connect to maybe your phone or anything that you need to charge up from here. So you can, and it's got an input as well, Type-C input, right? So it's got the Type-C input and it's got the USB output, right? And that's the DJI battery charger, you know, can use as a charging brick. So with that said and done, if I'm out with the 3, that's 3 powerful battery source I've got to, or can give me life in my equipment, you know, really good to have. So I've been through my power saw, grinder, farming equipment, my woodwork, you know, carpentry stuff, nails. I've been to the oh, I haven't shown you my RC. So the RC remote that comes with the drone, guys, sorry I didn't show you that bit. Let me just show you that bit before I move on to my big Panasonic camera on my tripod. This RC remote comes with the drone, and you can see stuff in real time rather than using the phone that you used to use with the connection to connect it to the controller. I've got a screen which is the combo. I bought the combo set, guys. So the combo set with my DJI comes with the RC remote with a built-in screen. That it's a game changer, you know. Yeah, it's a real game changer, guys. So overall, you've got the full well, I've give you a just a brief understanding of the things that I use and the things that I want you guys to bear in mind that you need to have to just be productive and really skilled up with a lot of experience. And 99.9 time, if you start using these stuff from an early age, or say for instance now, just get it and start training yourself using this stuff, you becomes a professional in no time. You become so skilled up. You becomes a person with a wide range of experiences and knowledges of a lot of things. You see what I mean? You don't have to be fully qualified, but you've got that experience of using, maybe for instance, a power saw. You see what I mean? Because I've seen a lot of people just taking up like a power saw and thinks it's really a plaything. When you get used to something, you can play with it. And when I say play with it, not in a playful way where you're going to hurt yourself just being stupid. I'm talking about knowing what you're doing, and you can execute things with a lot of confidence when you know how to do things. For instance, the chainsaw is so powerful that it can kick back on you and it can cause great damage to yourselves. It can cause great damage to yourself if you ain't got the right protection, because there is also a shirt, right, which is not really a shirt but a full overall that you use when you're using the chainsaw. And it's one of them overalls that come with padded in the foot here against the legs. You see what I mean? So it's a full padded here. It's got padded here, you know, padded here, padded here. So what that does, right, for instance, if you cut in something and you might miss, for instance, and it come back to yourselves, and for instance, God forbid, it come close to your foot, it will go in the material and catch and stop. You see what I mean? It won't, before you cut yourself, it will catch the pad here because it's so padded and thick on the actual suit that you wear when you're using these chainsaw. So that's one of the protection that you must have when you're using the chainsaw. And the ear protection, eye protection, right? Which is the gloves, the vibrating gloves, right? And, you know, I'm showing you guys because I want you guys to be safe. And I want you guys to be mindful with what you're doing. A lot of the time, we guys just get up and we just go rough and ready and say, yeah, man, we're just going to do it without checking the consequences of our actions. It's, you know, we have to be so mindful and be so careful with what we do with some of these power tools, or, you know, yeah, just of that understanding. But this is why I'm doing this video, guys, to empower you guys to have that understanding. And just basically, there's no there is a wrong way and a right way, but there is for you guys, you know, when you trying these sort of stuff, or when you get into these sort of stuff, just get stuck in, you know, just get stuck in. There's no failing in these sort of stuff. It's just improving in what you do. You know, when you fail is when you just give up, and that's not an option, to give up. You see what I mean? So I think when you fail is when you give up and you just say, no, that's it, you had enough, you ain't gonna do it no more. You see what I mean? But if you keep going, you see the results. You become perfect, you become qualified, you become so skilled up that is unbelievable. You see what I mean, guys? So guys, yes, it's been a long rant, but I'm going to move on to this big movie camera, which is my big Panasonic camera, guys. You know, these cameras what I'm used to, right, and bigger, right. I'm used to bigger cameras to do my filming, because that's how I was trained. That's what I'm qualified to do with these big movie cameras, right. I own a couple of cameras myself. I had a I think it was a Canon XL2. I had a Canon XL2, right, which was really a game changer. It was really a low budget movie camera. I had to do films, but it was really a good one. The Canon XL2, yes, and I think the XL1. So there's a XL2, the Canon XL2, and the Canon XL1. And I had that with the boom mic, the feather duster with my boom mic, you know, and yeah, them cameras or the one that I use to, you know, execute my production, like when I'm doing like small budget movie type of thing, like I can use these ones to do it. Music videos and stuff, you know, I can use, you know, maybe anything really to do that, but mainly for the quality and for certain audience. There is a lot to take in when you start showing you stuff on maybe say like television, because there's also a thing that we have to do when we're doing it's like a I don't know if when you see back in the olden days when you used to turn your telly on and you used to get them lines, not lines, but you used to get like a red, green and gold type of box looking on your telly, them little checkered looking box thing on your telly with different colors. It's like a color graded lines that we use in these cameras to start the videoing. So we have to place that on it's like a data, we have to embed that in these file on the cameras for television when we broadcasting or making the content to go on television from these video equipments, right? But there's a lot more to take in, even though I'm not going to go in depths. But yeah, that's my big Panasonic camera on my tripod. That tripod is very handy, can extend, and I also got the windable. I can wind it up, so while it's stationary like that, I can release one of them buttons, them knobs on the sides, and I can wind it up. So you will see the middle piece in the middle there on my tripod. While I'm winding it, it's going up, which is the middle bit. So that middle bit can wind up and go up about, say, I think about a foot or maybe a foot and a little bit in the air. So I will get the extended length from the feet of the tripod, and when I get that length where it can't go anymore, I still have an additional the middle piece that I can wind, and it goes up with my camera in the middle. It goes up like that from the middle. I'll demonstrate and show you one at a time, but not today. Yeah, but I'll demonstrate and show you that one of the days. But yes, guys, you know, it's been a long learning process for myself, you know, learning about all these gadgets, all these stuff surrounding making content, and yeah, in my everyday life, you see what I mean? But it's been great. It's been so great, and there's a lot more to show you, but these are just some of my equipments that I use to do these sort of stuff, right? And boy, it's really a game changer, guys. It's really a game changer. But I really want you guys to get stuck in, right? I really want you, dads and moms, to show their sons and daughters to use, you know, for instance, a carpenter tool. You saw, I mean, cut piece of board, use a hammer, use a trowel that a mason use, you know, a mason use like his trowel to do his work, you know, that thing that he used to you used to put the mortar on the bricks and stuff like it's called a trowel. You know, show them how to use it, let them have a play with it, get familiarized with it. You see what I mean? Let them cut piece of board, let them use a paintbrush to paint maybe a fencing, a piece of board. You see what I mean? But by saying that and let them doing that sort of stuff, you're empowering them from a young age to be so productive and so skilled and have that wide range of experience of doing these things firsthand, right? So when they go out there, they're not faced with, you know, oh, it's the first time I'm doing it, it's the first time I'm seeing it. They can do it. You see what I mean, guys? So it's really empowering. But what I'm going to do, guys, right, this is just a start. Today is just a start, because I love to teach you guys or whosoever that don't know about these sort of stuff. You know, I love to empower you to have that knowledge and understanding, and that's what I'm going to give to you guys as I go along. So every so often I'm going to have these sessions that I go through certain equipments, or maybe a working equipment, like for instance a tool, a carpenter tool, a plumbing tool, a welding tool, right? Because it's the limit is you know, yeah, there's no limit. We're just gonna go straight to it, guys, get into it. And the knowledge that I have is very wide, a wide range of knowledge, you know, a very, you know, I've got a lot, guys, to show you, a lot to show you guys, right? So just stay tuned for that. But anyway, from now on going forward, right, I'll be giving you guys different tools and different scenarios which we're going to be using these tools, and you're going to learn how to or have that understanding with what I'm doing as I go along. And yeah, I'll take you through it as I go along. But in depth, I'll be going through individual stuff, you know. Further on in the future, I'll be going through individual stuff, walk you through the, you know, individual stuff, and add more things to bring to you guys. So maybe in the next video you will see a single tool. When I bring out a single tool, maybe something different which is not here today, you know, and I'm going to give that to you guys. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. You know, a lot of the time, I think if 99% of YouTubers, right, we empower our people by sharing everything with your audience, you know, that would be so beneficial to the wider audience. Because a lot of people, which, you know, I've come to this understanding, need these sort of knowledge. Not everybody is really quick to pick up on things, and not everybody did grasp things in their lifetime. So it's never too late, you know, for anybody to learn something. You see what I mean? And anybody to go through wanting to understand how a drone work, how they can fly a drone, how they can sync their DJ mic with their phone and make it work, how you can sync a DJ mic with any equipment that you can transmit audio and it can make it work, how you can use a GoPro and execute your footage when you're on location. You see what I mean? How you can go in your GoPro and set your GoPro to a certain settings and it give you the perfect shot each time. You know, a lot of people don't have that knowledge. You see what I mean? And a lot of people out there think when they look at a GoPro, oh, it's too much, it's too complicated to use, there's a lot of things to set inside it, we can't do it. And they just, you know, they just get doubtful and just don't want to do it, because it really pack a punch. It really packs, it's a small GoPro, but it packs a whole lot of stuff inside it, where a lot of people, you know, by looking at it, wouldn't understand. And this is what I want to bring to you guys: settings and how to do things when you're on location, and how to get the good results to make the production 150% quality to bring to your audience and your subscribers and your viewing watchers. You see what I mean? I would love to do that for you guys, give you that knowledge and power you up that you can execute in the right way. So don't worry, we're going to be doing that, right? This is a start to a good friendship and understanding with my viewers and my subscribers, a long-term friendship and yeah, a long-term, you know, or a lifetime of friendship with your boy. You see what I mean? Click Zoom Entertainment, right? I won't leave you guys, and I won't shortchange you guys on anything. I will let you guys, you know, in on everything that you need to know on location and anything really, because as I said, I've got a wide range of knowledge in my head that I would love to share with you guys. And most of the time, a lot of the people, they're not, you know, I'm going to use this term, a lot of the people is not savvy enough, or maybe can pick up fast when you're talking things and they're writing it down, or they try to. A lot of people is not that capable or to that standard. So I know, hands and heart, the best way to teach somebody, right, is to do it. You see what I mean? Physically doing it, you know, physically trying it. That's how you learn. You see what I mean? A lot of people learn that a lot of people learn from visual, from what they can see. So if they see me do something, they can mimic it and do it themselves, and that way you can learn. And it's 150% effective that way. So I'm going to bring that to you guys as well, by physically doing stuff and showing you guys what I'm physically doing, and you guys can physically try it in real time for yourselves, right? And execute it for yourselves in real time. Okay, guys? Yeah, man. So, guys, I love you guys, you know. Yeah, man. And I want to give you guys everything. Yeah, man. Yeah. I just got a bit of water, guys. Yeah, man. Whoa, good. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. You've seen some of my collection of gadgets. I've showed you some of my tool, chainsaw. This is called a reciprocator saw. Yeah, reciprocator saw. A portable cutting saw, and a grinder, a cutting grinder, and my new farming tool as well, which is the hoe and the fork in one, 2-in-1, and my vibrating gloves. You've seen some of my stuff here today, right? And there's going to be a lot more to show you guys, as we go along. So for now, guys, you know, one love. You know, I hope you guys are in the best of health, and yeah, just remember, your boy click Zoom Entertainment love all you guys. Okay, so for now, it's bye for now. One love and peace. Take care of yourself. Okay, guys, one love.